up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I am Cassie from Anchored by Books, and today we are going to do a December/Christmas book haul. So I have this sectioned off in little parts, 3 parts. I have some books that I was set for review, I have some books that I purchased myself, and then I also have the Christmas portion of the book haul. So let's jump right in. We will first start with the books that I purchased myself. First we have Frozen Tides by Morgan Rhodes. This is the 4th book in the Fallen Kingdom series. I don't know what it's about because I've only read the first one. I don't want to spoil myself. But these covers just keep getting better and better. And if you guys haven't seen the video already, I'll link it somewhere. My favorites video of 2015 and Fallen Kingdoms is actually on that. So seriously, you guys, give this series a try. I also have Maybe Not by Colleen Hoover. Once again, if you haven't seen my favorites video, Maybe Someday by Colleen Hoover is one of my favorite books of the year. So Maybe Not is a novella about Bridget and Warren and kind of their backstory, which is really interesting. And I also went to Powell's bookstore in Portland and exchanged some books that I had. So I'll have an unhaul coming up at some point too. But these are the books that I got from Powell's. The first one is Geek Girl by Holly Smale. This is about kind of your geeky, average girl in school, and somehow she ends up becoming a model and her whole life changes. I know this is the first in a series, so I've heard nothing but amazing things about this series from Maddie and B, and I will link their channel down below. I also got I'll Give You the Sun by Jandy Nelson. This is about twins, a boy and a girl, who were, I think, inseparable, and then when they turned 16 or something like that, they just stopped talking, and they kind of went their separate ways. So I've heard nothing. I've seriously heard amazing things about this. I've heard no bad reviews about this, but I must say I do not like this paperback copy. I kind of regret not getting the hardback because I want to see this. I think that's beautiful. I don't want this thing. So, oh well, but I'm still really looking forward to this one. I also got The Forest of Hands and Teeth by Carrie Ryan. I don't know much about this book other than it's about zombies, I think, and I've heard this is one of the best zombie books that people have ever read. I also got The Disreputable History of Frankie Landau Banks from E. Lockhart. One of my favorite books of 2015 was We Were Liars by E. Lockhart, so I really want to jump into something else that she's written. This, I'm not really too sure what it's about. I'll tell you what's on the back. It's super brief. Frankie is not the kind of girl who takes no for an answer, especially when no means she's excluded from her boyfriend's all-male secret society. Frankie is the kind of girl who might pull a few parent pranks to show that she's smarter than any of them. This is the story of how a bunny rabbit brought down the Loyal Order of the Basset Hounds. So she brings down some kind of like all-boys club, is kind of what I'm getting out of it. And last but not least, I got Trial by Fire by Josephine Angelini. This book sounds really, really interesting. It's about witches, and I love witch books. But from what I understand, it's about this girl who is sick all the time, and then she realizes, I don't know how it all comes about, but she's sick because she's stuck in the wrong time period. Is it time travel, witches, magic, yes, everything, all of the above? I'm not sure, but I absolutely love this cover, and I've heard really good things about this. A girl down at my local bookstore actually recommended this to me, so thanks, Cassie. Next, we will jump right into the books that I was sent for review. VJ Books reached out to me, and they wanted me to review some of their books, so they sent me 2 of them. These are both definitely nothing like I've ever read before, so this is a completely new genre for me. VJ Books has an online store. They sell first edition signed copies of books, and let me say, when I got these, they're in absolutely perfect condition, and they have these like protective dust jacket covers on. I'm sure you could take that off if you wanted to. But this first one is A Killing Winter by Tom Callahan. From what I gather about this, it is about a man whose wife gets murdered. His wife dies somehow, and he's some sort of like detective or something, and he goes to investigate this murder of a young lady, and I guess things just go haywire from there. This next one that VJ Books sent me is called The Last Codex by Alan Jacobson. This is one hefty book, let me tell you. I might have to get the audiobook for this one because I'm not quite sure. This is way out of my comfort zone, but I'll give it a try. From what I understand, this is about some manuscripts from the Bible being stolen. That's pretty much what I gathered from it. It sounds very intense, it's very out of my comfort zone, but I cannot wait to give it a try. Vanquish Books was also so kind to send me a copy of Unborn by Daniel Gage. This book sounds really, this is a YA. This book sounds really cool. I have never read anything like a premise like this. From what I understand, Cameron Briggs always wondered what the strange birthmark on his shoulder meant. For his entire life, it seemed that he'd never meant to be anything special. That is, until the day it happened. Something dormant inside him woke up. In the near future, birthright theft is on a rise, a vast network of dealers offering desperate buyers the chance to steal a more desperate next life. Their power and influence is absolute, with little standing in their way. However, unexpected anomalies in the process endow unique abilities to their victims, who, once identified, are offered one chance to save our world or destroy it, one unborn child at a time. That sounds super interesting to me. So thank you so much, you guys, for VJ Books and Vanquish Books for sending me these books. It's so gracious of you. I'll make sure to leave all of their links down below. And next are the books that I got for Christmas. So the first little bit I have here, my parents actually got me a gift card to Barnes & Noble, so these are some of the books that I bought. The first is The Book of Spirit and Thieves by Morgan Rhodes. I have 2 Morgan Rhodes books in this haul. This is the first book in a new series by Morgan Rhodes, but it's in the same world as the Fallen Kingdom series. So since I love that series so much, I cannot wait to see what this book has in store. I also got Oblivion, a Lux novel by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I don't know what this is about. I really don't want to spoil myself, but anything in the Lux world, I am so freaking excited to read. I also got The Little Prince, and I'm not going to try to pronounce the author name because I have no idea how to pronounce it. I have heard this is quite the little story. It's really short, it's a children's book, there's big words and pictures. I really don't know what this is about, to tell you the truth. I don't know if it's a coming of age story. I've heard that it's sad.
There's people walking outside. Don't look in. Don't look in here. Okay, cool.
I also got November 9 by Colleen Hoover. It's about a man and a woman who meet on the same day every year. I think he is an author. I love Colleen Hoover. Other than that one book I didn't like from her. What was that one? I can't even think of what it was called. It was horrendous. I also got Second Chance Summer by Morgan Matson. I keep buying Morgan Matson books, but I still have yet to read one of hers. It's about a girl whose father gets sick. They go to this place every year on summer vacation, and that's really all I know about it. And the last book that I picked up with the gift card is All the Right Places by Jennifer Niven. I really only picked this book up because I heard that it's becoming a movie. From what I know about this, it's about a boy and a girl, and there's suicide involved, so trigger warning if that's a trigger for you. This book does have suicide in it. I've heard it is sad, I have heard it is heartwarming. It must be pretty damn good if they're making it to a movie, right? And next are the books that I got on Christmas Day. First one I got is Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. So now that I have this, and now that I've read Fangirl, I'm not too sure how I feel about it, because my least favorite part about Fangirl was the Carry On aspect. I didn't like reading about the fan fiction. I skipped over it half the time. But I've heard such amazing things about this. So if other people like it, I mean, there must be something I'm missing out on, right? And the last 2 things are Harry Potter related. The first is the Hogwarts Library. This is super, super, super cool. It contains 3 books. First we have Quidditch Through the Ages, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, which is actually being made into a movie and comes out next year, and The Tales of Beetle the Bard. And last but not least, if you have been on Booktube within the past month or 2, you have heard all about this book, and I finally have it in my hands. And yes, it is just as beautiful as everyone says it is. This is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, the Illustrated Edition. This book is not only gigantic, but it is stunning. Not even kidding you, absolutely stunning. And this is the whole entire book. It's completely illustrated. I mean, the beginning pages here, just all of it is just so stunning. So that is it for this video, guys. What did you guys get for Christmas? Let me know. Comment down below and tell me what your favorite book you got from Christmas was. If you like this video, do not forget to hit that like button, hit subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!